Today, we gather in a heartfelt space to honor and remember those we've recently lost, along with others who touched countless lives through their journeys. On this October 13th, 2025, we pause to reflect on their contributions, celebrate their legacies, and hold their memories close with respect. We'll also bring you updates on WWE stars facing personal challenges that have deeply moved fans worldwide. Subscribe now and stay connected as we continue to keep their stories alive. Mike Von Erich, born Michael Brett Adkisson on March 2, 1964, was a member of the legendary Von Erich wrestling family, a dynasty celebrated for both its success and its heart-wrenching tragedies. As the fourth son of wrestling icon Fritz Von Erich, Mike grew up surrounded by the world of professional wrestling, following in the footsteps of his older brothers, Kerry, Kevin, David, and Chris. From a young age, he absorbed the intensity and dedication that came with carrying the Von Erich name. Mike made his professional debut in 1983 at just 19 years old, joining his family in Texas's World-Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, where the Von Erichs were adored by fans. Unlike some of his brothers, Mike wasn't immediately recognized for his natural charisma or standout physicality. Yet what he lacked in showmanship, he more than made up for with commitment, heart, and a deep loyalty to his family. Fans who watched him wrestle could see the dedication he poured into the ring, striving to honor the Von Erich legacy. Tragically, Mike's career and life were heavily affected by health struggles. In 1985, after shoulder surgery, he contracted toxic shock syndrome, a serious and potentially life-threatening condition. The illness left lasting physical challenges and took a toll on his mental health. Coupled with the pressures of living up to the high expectations set by his family and the wrestling world, Mike faced intense struggles with depression. Despite his efforts to return to wrestling and reclaim his place alongside his brothers, the burden proved overwhelming. In 1987, at the age of 23, Mike's life came to a heartbreaking end when he took his own life. His story is a deeply human one, marked by devotion to his family, perseverance through pain, and the devastating impact of mental health struggles. While his time in the ring was brief, Mike's presence left a lasting imprint on fans and on the history of professional wrestling. Today, his life serves as both a reminder of the strength it takes to face such pressures and a poignant reflection on the unseen battles that many wrestlers endure. Mike Von Erich's legacy remains woven into the bittersweet history of one of wrestling's most famous families. Jerry Winston Jarrett, born September 4, 1942, was a pioneering figure in professional wrestling whose influence is still felt today. Known as a wrestling genius, Jarrett built a legacy that extended far beyond his own in-ring career, shaping the industry in the mid-southern United States and helping launch the careers of countless wrestlers. In recognition of his impact, he was inducted into the National Wrestling Alliance Hall of Fame in 2009, cementing his place in wrestling history. Jarrett's journey in wrestling began in the 1960s after training under the guidance of Tojo Yamamoto and Sailor Morin. He made his in-ring debut in 1965 and quickly found success, notably forming a dominant tag team with Yamamoto in NWA Mid-America. Over the years, he amassed an impressive list of championships, including the NWA Mid-America Tag Team Championship and the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship. While he retired from regular competition in 1988, Jarrett occasionally returned to the ring in the early 1990s, primarily to support his own promotion, the USWA. Beyond his achievements as a wrestler, Jarrett's true mark on the industry came as a promoter. In 1977, he founded the Continental Wrestling Association, CWA, in Memphis, Tennessee. Under his leadership, the CWA became a major regional promotion, particularly after he partnered with legendary wrestler Jerry Lawler. Together, they transformed the Memphis wrestling scene, creating storylines and events that captivated fans and influenced wrestling nationwide. In 1989, Jarrett merged the CWA with World Class Championship Wrestling to form the United States Wrestling Association, USWA, which he eventually sold to Lawler in 1997. Jarrett's passion for wrestling continued into the 2000s. In 2002, he co-founded NWA with his son, Jeff Jarrett, before selling his controlling interest to Panda Energy International later that year. Throughout his life, Jerry Jarrett was celebrated not just for his business acumen, but for his deep love of the sport and his commitment to helping wrestlers grow and succeed. When Jerry Jarrett passed away at the age of 80, the wrestling world lost a true cornerstone. His vision, creativity, and dedication left an indelible mark on the industry, ensuring that his influence will be remembered for generations of fans and wrestlers alike. Andre the Giant, born André René Roussimoff on May 19, 1946, in Grenoble, France, was a man whose presence was impossible to ignore. Towering at 7 feet 4 inches and weighing over 500 pounds, he earned the nickname the Eighth Wonder of the World, a testament to both his extraordinary size and the awe he inspired. His remarkable stature came from acromegaly, a rare hormonal disorder that caused abnormal growth, shaping not only his physical appearance, but much of his life. Andre's journey into professional wrestling began in the early 1960s. From the very start, he stood out, not just for his size, but for his charisma and the way he commanded attention in the ring. Over the years, he became a fixture in wrestling promotions around the world, including the WWF, now WWE. His larger-than-life persona helped fuel the wrestling boom of the 1980s, and he was involved in some of the most memorable moments in the sport's history. One of these was his legendary clash with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, where Hogan famously body-slammed Andre, a moment etched into wrestling lore and remembered as a defining scene in sports entertainment. But Andre's story was far more than his wrestling feats. He also made a lasting impression on film audiences, most notably in his role as the lovable giant Fezzik in The Princess Bride, 1987. In that role, Andre revealed a gentle, humorous side that contrasted with the intimidating figure fans saw in the ring, showing a warmth and charm that endeared him to millions beyond wrestling circles. Despite the challenges his size presented, traveling, health issues, and everyday life, Andre was widely remembered for his kindness, generosity, and sense of humor. Colleagues, friends, and fans often spoke of his humility and the way he could make people feel at ease, regardless of his enormous presence. Andre the Giant passed away at the age of 46, but his legacy remains vivid. Through his contributions to wrestling, his memorable performances in film, and the genuine warmth he shared with those around him, Andre continues to be celebrated as a true icon, someone who transcended the spotlight to touch lives both inside and outside the ring. Balls Mahoney, born John Balls Mahoney on April 11, 1972, was a larger-than-life presence in professional wrestling, known as much for his wild personality as for his hardcore in-ring style. He became a standout figure in the late 1990s and early 2000s, particularly during his time in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where he earned a devoted following. With his long hair, colorful outfits, and signature weapon, a steel chair, Mahoney brought a chaotic energy to every match, blending humor, toughness, and a genuine love for entertaining fans. Mahoney's journey in wrestling began in the early 1990s on the independent circuit, where he worked tirelessly to develop his craft. He wasn't an overnight sensation. Instead, he honed his skills match by match, building a reputation for being fearless and unpredictable in the ring. His big break came in 1995 when he joined ECW. There, he quickly became a fan favorite, known not just for his hardcore style, but also for his to connect with the audience. Mahoney had a rare knack for blending comedy with brutality, creating moments that were as memorable for their laughs as for their intensity. His matches and rivalries helped define ECW's identity and left a lasting impression on wrestling culture. When ECW closed its doors in 2001, Mahoney didn't slow down. He continued performing on the independent scene and made appearances in WWE, including during the 2005 ECW revival, proving that his passion for wrestling never waned. Outside the ring, Mahoney was admired for his warmth and humility. Fans often remember him sharing stories, joking around, and making a personal connection at events. Always approachable, always genuine. Tragically, Balls Mahoney passed away at the age of 44, leaving a hole in the hearts of the wrestling community. Yet his legacy lives on through the countless fans he thrilled, the wrestlers he inspired, and the unforgettable moments he created in the squared circle. Mahoney wasn't just a performer, he was a true entertainer, a fearless competitor, and a beloved personality whose energy and charisma will be remembered for generations. Big Van Vader, born Leon Allen White on May 14, 1955, was one of professional wrestling's most unforgettable figures. Towering at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 450 pounds, Vader combined sheer size with surprising agility, a combination that made him a standout in an era of larger-than-life performers. His presence in the ring was intimidating, yet his athleticism allowed him to move with a speed and power few could match. Vader's journey in wrestling truly took off in the late 1980s when he rose to prominence in New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. There, he became a dominant force, capturing the IWGP Heavyweight Championship 3 times and earning a reputation for his hard-hitting style. Fans admired not only his strength, but also the intensity and passion he brought to every match. His success in Japan paved the way for him to shine on a global stage, eventually making a huge impact in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Throughout his career, Vader faced some of the biggest names in wrestling. Feuds with legends like Sting, Ric Flair, and Cactus Jack became the stuff of legend, showcasing his ability to tell a story in the ring while delivering awe-inspiring athletic feats. He wasn't just a big man wrestler. He was a performer who made audiences believe in the power and drama of professional wrestling. But the life of a wrestler took its toll. Years of intense physicality left Vader with chronic injuries and health struggles. In 2016, he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, a condition that eventually claimed his life on June 18, 2018, at the age of 63. His passing was deeply felt by his family, friends, and fans, including his son, Jesse White, and countless wrestlers who looked up to him. Despite the challenges he faced, Vader's legacy endures. He paved the way for future generations of big men in wrestling, proving that size could be paired with skill and agility. Beyond championships and accolades, it was his passion, intensity, and larger-than-life persona that left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. Big Van Vader will always be remembered not just as a champion, but as a performer who inspired and thrilled fans around the globe. Joseph Yokozuna Fatu, better known to wrestling fans as Solo Sikoa, has rapidly established himself as one of the most powerful and compelling competitors on WWE's SmackDown roster. As a proud member of the iconic Anoa'i wrestling family, Solo carries a legacy rich with history, while also striving to define his own identity in the world of professional wrestling. The journey of Solo Sikoa has not been without its challenges. His in-ring style and relentless approach to competition have placed significant physical demands on his body. And, like many athletes in the industry, he has experienced injuries and dealt with speculation regarding his overall health. This comprehensive overview explores the physical trials, recovery, and resilience of Solo Sikoa, as well as the rumors and realities surrounding his well-being, providing a clear picture of his current status as a professional wrestler. The physical demands of professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is often underestimated in terms of the physical exertion and toll it places on the human body. WWE superstars, including Solo Sikoa, undergo extensive training regimens designed to prepare them for a rigorous schedule of live events, television appearances, and physically demanding matches. These athletes are consistently pushing their limits, performing high-impact maneuvers, and maintaining peak physical condition despite the physical stress they endure on a nightly basis. Solo Sikoa, whose in-ring style is characterized by power, explosive movements, and hard-hitting attacks, exemplifies the intense demands of the sport. From executing his signature Samoan spike to delivering punishing corner hip strikes, Solo's matches rely on full-body engagement, which inherently increases the risk of injuries. The combination of extreme athleticism and frequent performance schedules creates a natural environment where minor injuries and wear and tear are almost unavoidable, even for an athlete as resilient as Solo Sikoa. Early career challenges and minor injuries. Before joining WWE, Solo Sikoa honed his craft in independent wrestling circuits, where he developed the foundation of his aggressive style and learned to navigate the complexities of live in-ring performance. During this period, he encountered various minor physical setbacks, such as muscle strains and joint discomfort, which are common among wrestlers at the start of their careers. These early experiences were instrumental in helping Solo understand his body's limits and develop strategies to avoid more serious injuries in the future. Once he joined WWE's developmental brand, NXT, he was exposed to a more structured and demanding training environment. While Solo managed to avoid severe injuries during this time, the intensity of his training schedule occasionally led to minor knee and shoulder discomfort. These challenges, though relatively minor, were early indicators of the importance of recovery and injury prevention in the life of a professional wrestler. Transition to SmackDown and first notable setback. Solo Sikoa made his official SmackDown debut in 2022, immediately aligning himself with the Bloodline, a faction that has become synonymous with dominance in WWE. This move elevated him into high-profile matches and placed him in direct competition with top-tier talent, including Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. With this increased exposure came more physically demanding bouts and the inevitability of injuries. One of the first noticeable setbacks occurred when fans observed Solo favoring one of his arms during matches, sparking speculation about a potential shoulder strain. Although WWE did not release official confirmation regarding the severity of this issue, it appeared to be a minor injury that did not require extended time away from competition. Solo continued to perform at a high level, demonstrating his resilience and ability to adapt to physical challenges while maintaining the integrity of his in-ring performance. This period marked an essential point in Solo's career, illustrating that even minor injuries could influence his approach to wrestling and his strategies for preserving long-term health. Health rumors and fan speculation. As Solo Sikoa's prominence in WWE grew, so did public interest in his health and physical condition. Various rumors began circulating online, with fans speculating about back injuries or concussions sustained during high-impact matches. One of the most widely discussed claims involved a supposed back issue that allegedly caused a brief absence from television. In reality, there was no official confirmation from WWE regarding any such injury, and Solo continued performing shortly after these rumors arose. Similarly, speculation about potential concussions emerged after certain matches where he appeared to take significant hits, but no official reports confirmed a diagnosis. WWE maintains strict protocols for head injuries, and it is likely that any serious incident would have been publicly addressed. These examples highlight the challenge of distinguishing between fact and conjecture, especially in an environment where fans are eager to analyze every physical detail and performance nuance. Despite these circulating claims, there is no verified evidence that Solo Sikoa has suffered any injuries that required prolonged absence from WWE competition. Separating fact from fiction. Understanding WWE's approach to athlete health. In an era where social media amplifies speculation, it is essential to differentiate between confirmed health concerns and unsubstantiated rumors. WWE has a history of publicly announcing significant injuries when they necessitate time away from the ring. In Solo Sikoa's case, while fans have occasionally noticed him appearing fatigued or favoring a specific body part during matches, these instances have not been substantiated by official medical reports. Minor strains and temporary discomfort are part of the profession, and many wrestlers opt to work through such challenges while maintaining their performance schedules. The presence of WWE's medical team ensures that athletes receive the necessary evaluation and care, minimizing risks of further complications. Solo's ability to continue performing at an elite level, despite minor injuries, speaks to his resilience, commitment to training, and the importance of professional support systems in maintaining long-term health in such a demanding career. Solo Sikoa's resilience and recovery strategies. One of the defining characteristics of Solo Sikoa's career has been his resilience. The combination of rigorous training, careful monitoring by medical staff, and personal dedication allows him to manage minor setbacks effectively while remaining a dominant presence in the ring. Recovery in professional wrestling is multifaceted, encompassing physical rehabilitation, conditioning, and careful scheduling to avoid overexertion. Solo's approach includes ongoing physical conditioning, regular evaluation by WWE medical professionals, and strategic rest periods to ensure optimal performance. His ability to manage minor injuries without allowing them to affect his trajectory demonstrates a level of professionalism that is critical for sustaining a long-term career in WWE. This resilience also speaks to his mental fortitude, as the pressures of performing at a high level under public scrutiny can be as challenging as the physical demands themselves. Injury prevention and future challenges. Looking ahead, Solo Sikoa faces the same ongoing challenges that all professional wrestlers encounter. The risk of injury due to the physical nature of the sport. However, with access to modern sports science, injury prevention techniques, and advanced rehabilitation programs, the likelihood of career-threatening setbacks is reduced. Preventative measures such as proper warm-ups, mobility work, strength conditioning, and monitored in-ring techniques are crucial for athletes like Solo, who rely on explosive power and agility. Furthermore, as he matures in his career, Solo may adapt his wrestling style to reduce repetitive stress on joints and muscles while maintaining the effectiveness of his signature moves. Many WWE veterans refine their approach over time to balance physical safety with performance quality, and adopting similar strategies will be important for Solo in prolonging his career while staying healthy. Financial stability and professional sustainability. While much of the focus on Solo Sikoa revolves around his health and in-ring performance, the financial realities of being a professional wrestler are equally important in evaluating his overall career stability. WWE provides a structured compensation model, but athletes must navigate a demanding schedule, merchandise commitments, and personal investments in training and recovery. Maintaining financial stability requires careful management, particularly as the career of a wrestler can be unpredictable due to the risk of injuries or shifts in creative direction. Although there are no publicly reported financial difficulties for Solo Sikoa, like many wrestlers, he faces the ongoing need to balance expenses related to personal health, training, and lifestyle with income from performance and merchandising. By focusing on both health preservation and professional planning, Solo can continue to build a sustainable career that ensures long-term security while maintaining high-level performance. Balancing physical and mental health. An often overlooked aspect of a wrestler's life is the mental toll of performing at the highest level, traveling extensively, and handling public scrutiny. Solo Sikoa, like many WWE superstars, must navigate these pressures while maintaining his physical health and competitive edge. Mental resilience is closely tied to physical performance. Stress, fatigue, and psychological strain can exacerbate minor injuries or lead to overexertion. Solo's ability to remain composed, focus on recovery, and perform consistently suggests a strong mental foundation that complements his physical resilience. By fostering both mental and physical well-being, Solo is better equipped to handle the cumulative demands of a long-term wrestling career and continue to be a dominant figure in WWE. The role of the Bloodline and support systems. Being part of the Bloodline faction has provided Solo Sikoa with a unique support system within WWE. Working closely with experienced family members and peers allows for mentorship, guidance on injury prevention, and shared strategies for career longevity. This environment can help mitigate some of the risks associated with professional wrestling by providing insight into managing the physical toll of matches, understanding proper recovery techniques, and offering encouragement during periods of fatigue or minor injury. For Solo, these support networks are invaluable, allowing him to maintain both his health and his performance level while learning from the collective experience of one of wrestling's most storied families. Adapting in-ring style for longevity. Over time, many wrestlers refine their in-ring style to reduce the likelihood of injury without sacrificing performance quality. Solo Sikoa's current approach combines explosive power with strategic pacing, allowing him to maximize impact while minimizing unnecessary strain. This balance is essential for maintaining long-term health, especially for athletes whose style is inherently aggressive and high-risk. By studying his body's response to different maneuvers, leveraging training adjustments, and incorporating recovery protocols, Solo can continue to perform at a top level while reducing the cumulative impact on his joints, muscles, and overall physical well-being. Conclusion: Solo Sikoa's journey through professional wrestling illustrates both the extraordinary physical demands of the sport and the resilience required to navigate them. From early career challenges to minor injuries in NXT and SmackDown, he has consistently demonstrated the ability to overcome physical setbacks while maintaining peak performance. Rumors and fan speculation regarding his health have emerged, but separating fact from fiction reveals that Solo has avoided career-threatening injuries and continues to be a dominant force in WWE. His approach to recovery, injury prevention, and mental fortitude highlights the importance of holistic management in sustaining a successful wrestling career. Looking ahead, Solo's combination of adaptability, support systems, and commitment to both physical and financial well-being ensures that he can continue to thrive, delivering high-quality performances while preserving his long-term health and legacy in the wrestling world. For fans and aspiring wrestlers alike, Solo Sikoa serves as a model of resilience, dedication, and professionalism, proving that with careful attention to health and strategic career management, it is possible to thrive in one of the most physically demanding professions in sports entertainment.